Hey everybody, Graham Nolan here. Just wanted to pop in really quick for two reasons. One is I just got a new microphone for my streaming channel, and I'm hoping people can hear it. Hope you can hear me out there. If you're listening in, go into the comments and just let me know how it sounds. The other reason I wanted to pop in is because we're so darn close to crushing the next stretch goal for ALAMO. We are at 39,660. We need what, $340 right now to hit the 40,000, and at that point we get upgraded to cardstock cover with a matte finish. So everybody's covers are going to get upgraded, and it's going to look, like the Chinook, really awesome. So I wanted to let everybody know about that. So you tell your friends, let's get everybody on this. We're so close to doing that, and everybody's going to benefit from it. Let's take a look at our little video here for anybody just tuning in. All right. Next up, thing from another world. Hey, thanks, guys. I see Lord Crackhead has posted, says it sounds good. Michael S. says, hey, Graham, sounds fine. Postmaster Dan says, I hear nothing. Then he says, I turned it up. Okay. Well, that's good. So seems like, and those guys are all on YouTube there. So Postmaster Dan also says, so it's like the earth got a bad case of bed bugs. No, worse than that. They're like stink bugs. They're part crab, part stink bug, and they can shoot an acid out of their butts and melt your face off. So yeah, these are not good or friendly aliens. So, so we're, as I said earlier, we're really, really close. We just got to push that over. I'm hoping we can do that today, so that by the time we wake up in the morning, everybody's getting the enhanced covers. We'll just show the campaign here. For those who have not seen it or heard of it, the link is in the description of this broadcast, and I will actually stick it right here in the comments as well. There we go. So our featured perk right now is the ALAMO 3-pack. And that's a good deal. What you're going to get is the all three covers, the main cover, which is a wraparound cover. And since this thing is going to be more than likely, well, no, it's already hit that stretch goal. So yeah, we're going to be perfect bound. So that wraparound is going to be a perfect bound cover. And it's going to be like the Chinook, it's going to have that quality. Going to be awesome. The second two covers are one by Aaron Lepresti, and the third cover is done by Butch Geis. These are just the pencils for Butch's cover. He's going to finish it up as soon as he gets some more time, but this is just a placeholder for now, and I'll replace that when that gets inked and colored. And it's Butch, so it's going to be awesome, right? So yeah, I've got 6 beers bought here. And then there's a bunch of add-ons too. I think there's about at least a 12-pack of beer that I have to consume now. But don't worry, I'll do it. I'll get it done. I'm not going to let you guys down. If you're not into hard copy, or you also like to have your comics on the go, we got a digital copy here for $15. So that's a good deal. You can put it on your iPad. It'll be great. And here's what our story is about. In 1957, it's 1957, and the Russians have just launched Sputnik into orbit. The world was changing. World War II veteran Travis Houston was struggling to adapt. All Travis wanted when he mustered out of the Marine Corps at the end of World War II was some peace and quiet and a safe place to raise his son James. But the horrors he experienced in the Pacific and the death of his wife have left him empty and distant. The meteor shower changed all that. Only it wasn't a meteor shower, it was an invasion. Creatures from another world want ours, and the only thing standing between them and us is a man, a boy, and his dog. How much more American is that? The Houstons are vastly outnumbered, but they are Texans, and they have each other, so the odds might just be even. I pity those aliens, to be honest with you. Really shouldn't land in Texas. So that's our story. It's got a lot of heart. It's got a lot of action. And I think you guys are going to really love it. We've hit through the stretch goal for color. So the interior, unlike the Chinook, which was deliberately black and white, this one needs to be in full color to get that whole Western feel and Western sky, that beauty of out West. So we've hit that. Greg Wright is going to color it. It's going to look amazing. So if you just want the one book, here's the wraparound cover. Here's the Aaron's cover, and actually larger versions of these will show up. Here's the wraparound, larger version. Here's the pencils for Butch's cover. If you didn't back the Chinook, you can get both Alien Alamo and the Chinook here. And what you should know is that all of these stories are interconnected. So there's somebody that appears in or is mentioned in Alien Alamo from the Chinook. And in the third book, which is going to be called The Ghosts of Matacumba Key, a major player from the Chinook and from Alien Alamo are both going to be in that. So I'm weaving this tapestry, this one world universe without having to do sequels or series. And they're all going to come together and funnel into one big story. So it's going to be really, really great. Oh, hey, Leg Kick 1. Good to see you. So here's what we've unlocked already. We're just about a week and a half. We're closing in on 2 weeks now in the campaign. And we blew through these pretty quick. So everybody's getting a trading card. Everybody's getting a bookmark. Everybody's getting full color. I've added 8 more pages of story, and 8 more pages of story means 8 more pages. That means 16 pages total are added. So now we're up to 64 pages, just like Chinook. And the next one that we need to knock down and unlock is the upgraded covers. And all 3 versions are going to have the cardstock with the matte finish. And if you did get the Chinook last time, you'll know what that feels like. It's unlike any other comic out there. It feels luxurious. I mean, it doesn't feel slick and slippery and cheap. It really, really feels it's the nicest comic book you'll hold in your hand. I'm also upgrading, and this isn't on here anywhere, but I'm upgrading the interior pages because one of my pet peeves is in modern comics, among many, but this one in particular is that coated stock that we all print on and everybody prints on it. It's so shiny that if you're reading outside or you're reading under a lamp or something like that, you have to kind of turn the book back and forth because of that glare. So there's a paper stock, it's called satin, that is it still has a coating, but it's not as shiny. And so it won't be like newsprint where all your ink gets sucked up and it's dry. No, it'll still have a nice slight sheen to it, but it won't be reflective. So when you're reading it, you're not going to have all that glare, which I think is going to really, really be great. Always trying to think of ways to make the reading experience even cooler. And something as simple as a glare on your paper, to me, takes you out of the story. I can't stand that. It drives me absolutely nuts. Because remember, clarity, dynamics, immersion. Those are the keys to great storytelling. And I want to immerse you into these stories. So that's where we're at right now. We're just about ready to crack that 40K. And hopefully we can get that done before tomorrow. And then we'll move onward, because then the wraparound cover at the next level is going to get the spot varnish on it the same way the Chenu did. And if you back the Chenu, you'll note how freaking cool that is, with the logo having the sheen on it. And that I might even, depending, I'll have to work on the design elements, but I think the bugs, the aliens in the foreground, if they had that spot varnish on it, that would be really cool. It would really make them pop and make a nice separation of different planes. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, so here's the trading card, the front of the trading card. This is the back of the trading card that everybody's getting. Actually, this is the trading card here everybody's getting right now. I did 2 of them, and I got this one too. I might throw them both in, or throw this one on as another stretch goal or something, depending on how well the campaign continues going. But so we got two of them. Here's the first one, and here's the other one. 1957, like an old baseball card. Father of the Year. This is the bookmark. If you remember the Chenu bookmark, I try to bring something unique to it, So because it's a vertical imagery, I tried to do like a down shot, and there's one of the dead aliens, and he says, "Gotcha." So like part of this will be peeking out of your book, like this part here. Okay, got a couple retail levels. It probably doesn't concern any of you guys unless you're retailers. If you are a retailer, I have some retailer levels in here, so you can take advantage of that. All the retail books right now will be signed. Signing the regular books will be a stretch level goal, so hopefully we'll hit that, and then everybody will get the book signed. But the retailers need it signed to added value for them to sell. And then we have some original art. Oh, whoa, back up. Got head sketches. These are very popular in some of my other campaigns. They fit right into the backing, right into the bags, and they frame up really nice. So if you're into that kind of original art and want a head sketch, we got that too. And of course, you get the Alien Alamo cover, the wraparound version. You get a Compass Comic sticker, and then you get the sketch, and you get all the other stretch goals that are unlocked. So that's a good one. All right, so we got some original art here. I don't sell my originals anymore. I stopped selling about 15, maybe even 20 years ago. So this is a good opportunity if you're an original art collector to get something. We got a couple nice covers up here. This is a Spider-Woman cover. I believe it's Spider-Woman number 9 from the early 2000s or late 90s. It's got Spider-Man on it. And this one I call my toxic masculinity cover. It's a nice Mexican standoff cover with Airboy pointing the gun at us and somebody else pointing the gun at Airboy. This was done because a company was relaunching Airboy, and Chuck Dixon was going back to write them again. And they asked me to do a cover for it. And of course, I wanted to do it for Chuck, but also because Chuck and I met on Airboy. He was writing Airboy for Eclipse Comics, and there was a backup feature called Skywolf, and I got some of my first earliest work was working on Skywolf as the backup on Airboy that Chuck had written. So that's the first time we worked together. So this cover has a certain amount of cool background history to it. Here's a close-up of Aaron's cover. Beautifully dynamic, like Aaron's work is. He drew some really great-looking aliens here. In fact, they look a little better than mine. I'm going to have to steal some of that stuff. This is good stuff. Here is Butch's cover, the pencils for it, rough pencils, but you can see the photographic nature of it and how great this is going to look. This is a cow skull in the background, and these are like all the bugs falling off of them, falling down on them. I particularly love this shot right here because this just recalls John Ford's The Searchers, when Ethan shows up over the hill and he looks down and he sees his brother's ranch on fire, and it looks just like his ranch with the fire going there. So that's really cool. You can be a character in, we got to back up, Nolan, back up. Got an Alien Alamo original art. This is the 11x17 pen and ink original art for the, nope, I haven't passed it yet, have I? Come on. There it is. There it is. This is the mini print, colored by Greg Wright, who's going to be doing the interiors. Isn't that beautiful? The mini print comes, I don't think I mentioned that, but with the, what's it called? Featured. Yeah. So you get the 3 books plus the mini print. I couldn't remember if I mentioned that or not. But so anyway, that's the 3rd original art level that frame up beautifully, particularly with the mini print. Look awesome. And then you can become a character. This was very popular in the Chinook campaign, and I had a father and son take up both spaces. I offered 2 slots for that, and it was called a victim level. And I guaranteed them a most hideous death, and I think I delivered. This was the father here who gets beheaded, and his son gets, they're not father and son in the story, that'd be horrible for the family. But the father and the son, bought the package. And so it's a great way if you want to live in infamy, or if you want to be a survivor in Alien Alamo, we can do that too. And you'll have, dialogue and stuff like that, and your name and image will be used in the storyline. So if you ever wanted to be a comic book character, this is your shot. So there we go, guys. There's the campaign. Let's give it a refresh, see if anything happened while I've been chattering here. So we're at 39,660. And we're at 39,660, nothing. All right. That's all right. I was hoping we'd kick, but there's plenty of time. John says, congrats, Graham. Who's going to color the Butch cover? I haven't decided yet. I want to look at it and see if that influences who I pair it up with. Graham Nolan, when do you think you will have that finished Amazing Butch Guys cover for us to see? I will have it when Butch finishes it. And not a second sooner. He's got other deadlines right now. So he'll get to it as soon as he can, I'm sure. Rob Fellows, hey Graham, almost there. So pleased you revealed a lot of the stretch goals. Well, you're welcome, Rob. Thanks for popping in. Statistical Zero is here. Hello, hello. I Will It says, I love the interconnected universe. Yeah, I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to just do series or sequels, that kind of thing. Um, but I still wanted to have this stuff connect. A couple of reasons for that. One is when you're spending eight months or more working on a single project, which is what these things demand, because I'm doing everything. I'm writing it and illustrating it, building the campaign, promoting, all of that stuff. You get burned out, and I don't want to burn out on it. I don't want to know that the next issue has to be done still, and I'm drawing the same characters in the same environments and stuff like that, and then have the work look like I'm bored with it. So by doing these standalone stories, I know where the end is, and I know when I'm coming up to that finish line, you get all that extra energy and you sprint, and you carry that energy with you. So I think that's one really great reason to do it this way. And the other reason is, it gives me the opportunity to play with different concepts and to tie them all together. In fact, if I created it, it's part of my universe. So in other words, my characters from Monster Island are in this universe. Joe Frankenstein is in this universe. In fact, there's a shout out. There's a I guess you call it an Easter egg to Joe Frankenstein in the Chenoo. So if you're reading that, look for it if you haven't spotted it yet. So Film Lars says he can't wait to read the 2 books. That's fantastic. Adam Post, hey Adam, congrats Graham on killing the stretch goal. Well, I haven't killed it yet, bud. I don't think. Let me refresh it. Maybe I did. I don't think so. No. We're still working on it. All right, so we got 340, something like that we need to do. So 2 head sketch levels, and we're over there, gang. And then everybody's getting the enhanced covers. So think of it that way. If you've always wanted a head sketch, we have no conventions. This is your opportunity. It's character of your choice. You name it, and I'll do a head sketch for you. Just need 2 of them, and we're putting this baby over the top, and then all your books have the cardstock matte finish on them. So that's awesome. Sequential Treasure says this campaign seems to be outpacing the Chenoo in terms of backing speed. Yes, it really has. It took 10 days to get to the bare minimum of 15,000 on the Chenoo, and we did it in this one in just a couple days. Don't mess with Texas. Yes. Thrimass says he's having a few beers for me. Hit that stretch goal and beyond. Absolutely, brother. That's the idea. I just got back when I mentioned I just bought a new microphone for this thing. It's one of those Yeti mics. Really nice looking. Looks really professional. Sits there. But I also stopped off at the beer store and picked up about a case of really good German beer, because I love German beer. Those Germans know how to make good beer. So I'm going to be tapping a couple of those in a few minutes. Well, somebody's having a citrus IPA. Yeah, nice. I love a good IPA. Michael says butt acid is the worst. It really is. Nobody likes butt acid. Let's see. Yeah. John says, don't forget the like button and share. Yes, please do. It really helps the channel out. Just subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for these videos, and send me comments too. I reply to everybody. So if you send comments in there, I'm replying to you. So please do that and help the channel thrive and grow, and bring even cooler content. Norn Rad 2 Turbo says, I'm going to try for the Monster Island tier to get that rare mint comic from 98. Awesome. And it's signed too. Those are signed. Stat Z says the only Compass Comics book I don't have was the Sunshine State volume. Got everything else. Awesome. Thank you for that support, my friend. Yeah, I'm considering doing like a hardcover for Sunshine State, but I'm just not sure that the, you know, how great the market is for that. I'm still debating on that, but might be something to do on the side while these other ones, because I've got plans for my Nolan verse that I have to get through first, and so I want to do that. H is for Heretic, says room temp or chilled on the German beer. They're usually chilled, particularly if it's a Kolsch, because the Kolsch has to be chilled. The lagers are, you know, in Germany, because I've been there, they're not room temperature. There's a slight chill on them, and they just taste amazing. But the Kolsch's are absolutely cold. That's why they serve them only 8 ounces. They give you a card and they stamp the card, you know, so you're not paying all the time. So, and the guy comes around with the cold Kolsch and pours it into your glass, stamps your card, and then you cash out with your card with how many stamps you had on it. And that's how you buy Kolsch's. And those are good. But I just picked up some lagers, some traditional German lagers. I've got some Spaten, and I got some Hofbrauhaus originals. I don't know if any of you guys ever been to the Hofbrauhaus in Munich, but that place is a trip. It was fun. When my wife and I did a show in Germany, I don't know, it must have been about 4 years ago now. We just had the most wonderful time. Her family heritage is from Germany, and originally from Stuttgart. And that's where we ended up flying into, was Stuttgart. And we went into it on the last day of the Oktoberfest. And Stuttgart has the second largest Oktoberfest outside of Munich. And they have, it's sort of like going to a county fair, you know, except, you know, they have these big tents. They look like buildings because there's false fronts on them, but they're really tents, and they take the tents down. But it looks like you're walking into this big beer hall building. And there's 5 of them on the property. And each tent holds 10,000 people. So that's 50,000 people in these tents. And they're really tall, you know, almost like circus, I guess like circus tents, you know, but just longer and bigger. And they're serving, you know, just sausages and pig knuckles and chicken and all this great, real hearty food. And these liters of Oktoberfest beer. It's like Marzen style Oktoberfest beer. It's the amber colored beer, and they serve them in these big old liter glasses. I drank 2.5 liters of those while eating German sausages, and I was in hog heaven. Didn't even get drunk. I mean, I was tired because we got right off the plane and went over there after, you know, like a couple hours of unloading our gear and stuff. And it was just amazing. The beer over there was just amazing, and the sausages too. Oof, God, love that stuff. But those tents are cool, and because each one has their own beer. So like you could go into one tent, go into another, and it's not the same beer. Even though it's an Oktoberfest beer, it's a different brewery's Oktoberfest beer. And the thing about German beers, if you don't know, there's a purity law. It's called the Reinheitsgebot, and it goes back to, I believe, 1513. And you can only use 4 ingredients in German beers, and you adjust the tastes and stuff by the different hops you use, or the yeast, or the barley, or the grains, you know. And that's how they adjust the tastes and stuff like that. But it's so pure, you know. The water is so everything is so pure. There's no additives in it. You know, it's not like drinking Budweiser, rice beer, and, you know, all the crap. That stuff gives you headaches. And I drank 2.5 liters of these things, and I had no headache. It was amazing. So Here to German beer. That's all I got to say. So there's my little history lesson on German beer, and now I'm really getting thirsty for it. Mark says, "Hi Graham, thanks for the accept." Thank you, Mark. Me and my mom saw a beer hall at Eagle's Nest. Oh, okay. Hitler's Eagle's Nest. That's pretty cool. I would have liked to have been with the 101st Airborne when they took that over. That's for sure. Okay. Well, gang, we've gone through the campaign. If you haven't backed it, please do so. And tell your friends about it if they're into comics and stuff like that, and help support the move towards independent comics. Just before we sign off, we'll give this one more zinger. It looks like I got some mail notifications, so maybe it's just yeah. Hold on a second here. It could be them. Yeah, because there's a new contribution here that's showing up. Excellent. My old friend Joe Ratowski, a very, very good friend of mine, just backed it. It hasn't showed up here, but it will shortly. Let's give it one more shot, shall we? Sometimes it takes a while for it. There it goes. There it goes. All right, $39,875. So what? We're $125 away from everybody getting the enhanced cover with the matte finish. So we can do this, gang. Now all we need is one sketch level. That's it. One more sketch level. We'll do it. So where are we? Here we go. Look at that. You want a Bane by his creator? Bam. Batman. Here's a Cyber Frog. That was a fan of Ethan's work. Scarecrow. This Dr. Doom went to Chuck Dixon, actually. Here's a Joker. There's some really great, stuff, and the character's your choice. So, $200 gets you the head sketch. Like I said, the Alien Alamo cover A, which is the wraparound Compass Comics sticker, and all the stretch goals that are unlocked. So think about it and pull that trigger before tomorrow, so we can wake up in the morning and we can do an update and say everybody's getting the new cover. I'd appreciate that. Okay, my friends, if you're going to watch the Super Bowl tonight, hope it's not too boring for you. I don't think I'm going to do that. I have no horse in this race, and I don't like either team, so I don't think I'm going to watch that. Might have to watch movie or something like that tonight. But if you're into that and you're going to watch it, I hope your team does well. I hope they play well. I hope it's entertaining. Right now, I'm going to crack open that fridge and grab me a Spaten. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, my friends, and hopefully we'll have an update tomorrow. Okay? We'll see you. Bye-bye now.